Happy Halloween, motherfuckers. Dances with White Chicks here. Let me just say this. This whole entire month has been a fucking nightmare. I don't have time to do shit. I don't have time to think about doing shit. I don't have time to take a shit while thinking about shit to do while taking a shit. This makes sense. With that said, I have to make something for Halloween, because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. If you already know that shit, the turn up is out there. I know people are still waiting for other things, such as the most obvious, the always spoiler review that I still haven't finished. But okay, motherfucker, I'm still working on that shit. But look, it's Halloween. I gotta say happy Halloween to these motherfuckers, and this is a motherfucking tradition. And I know motherfuckers are like, oh, well, you did this last year. Yeah, but hey, guess what? This is Things You Notice About Halloween, Volume 2. Part of what made trick-or-treating fun as a kid was the atmosphere of the night. It was late, it was dark as hell, felt like you were in a horror movie. But now, motherfucker trick-or-treating broad-ass daylight. Like, how are you out here 1 p.m.? That's typically a good 2 hours before I even wake up. That's not saying much. Heck, some of these motherfuckers even have their kids trick-or-treating at 11 a.m. Like, what the fuck are they trick-or-treating for? Scrambled eggs and shit? They're out here too early for this to feel like Halloween. The sun is shining, it's bright as hell. Like any Halloween decorations in the houses they visit, that would have looked cool in the dark, like some skeletons people have in the yard that, they move, and like they're motion sensitive, all that shit. You know what I'm talking about, those decorations? Well, now these kids won't even be able to look at that shit and think, whoa, this is cool. Because now in the bright ass sun, you can tell those skeletons are from the motherfucking dollar store. The bag these motherfuckers are trick-or-treating with is worth more than these motherfucking decorations. And don't believe me? All these bags are 10 entire cents. That's more than they spent on this ghetto-ass skeleton. But you wouldn't even notice this shit was fake as hell if you didn't have this shit early in the morning. Damn. To go off that point, it seems parents these days are too worried and at the same damn time too lazy to make sure they're not worried. And that ruins the experience of Halloween for their kids. That's probably part of the reason they have their trick-or-treating shit so damn early. Many are living in fear, and some motherfuckers probably figure, hey, if this shit is in broad daylight, I don't have to put an effort to walk with them while they're trick-or-treating. Now, I'm not saying every modern-day parent feels that way, but let's be real. There's some lazy motherfucking parents these days. I feel bad for whatever the fuck you call the generation after Zoomers growing up. Don't know what to call them, post-Zoomers. But well, anyway, they're never going to experience how Halloween is supposed to be experienced. Shit. Parents aren't doing enough for those motherfuckers to experience a good Halloween. Though again, how can I be talking shit? Because if I had kids, I'd probably be a deadbeat father too. Really shit. What gets annoying is when motherfuckers are like, it's pathetic that adults are celebrating Halloween. We've declined as a society now that grown adults have the audacity to celebrate a holiday by dressing up like little kids. Shut the fuck up and drink, motherfucker. This is such a dumbass argument to pretend like this is a holiday no one over the age of 12 has any reason to celebrate. As if the only way to celebrate is doing the same shit you did when you were 4 years old. Are you retarded? Do you think anyone is getting their parents to take them trick-or-treating as adults? No, dumbass. They're drinking. They're turning up. Throwing house parties. Going to a club. So what? Someone's dressing up for Halloween at 23. Who gives a shit? It's one damn day. Look, the world sucks. Life is boring as fuck. There isn't shit to look forward to besides a few days that break up the cycle of work, and dying. So you can't get mad at people celebrating a holiday. Who cares? No one is forcing you to celebrate it. No one is forcing you to enjoy drinking and stunning on motherfuckers with the Millie Rock. No one is forcing you to see all these beautiful white chicks in super suggestive cat costumes that are going to lovingly back that ass into your pelvis. So you do you. In other words, shut the fuck up. There is no place for hate in this world. Except when it comes to Hershey's cookie and cream white chocolate flavor. Fuck that shit. Do you remember getting that nasty ass shit trick-or-treating as a kid? I hated it. I remember I got a taste of that shit, and I spit that shit out instantly. How do you make someone that was destined to call themselves Dances with White Chicks not like white chocolate? It's a disgrace. I can't even joke about liking white chocolate because it's that bad. This doesn't taste anywhere near as good as a white woman. That's another. But anyway, it doesn't matter where you are. Halloween, right? that nasty ass shit comes back and will find a way to cross paths with you. You'll be at a house party and you'll see this shit and it's like, what the fuck, bro? Come on. People really hate candy corn. Voting this shit is the worst Halloween candy ever. But shit. But I bet if you gave people candy corn and told them this is how Endgame tastes, they're gonna make all these excuses for it and say, hey, I really like the last 20 pieces out of the 180 pieces in total I ate. Fuck it. This is its own little point, motherfucker. Candy corn is still better than Hershey's cookies and cream flavor. Fuck that shit. You know, as much as I like the holiday, I'm not spending shit on making a costume. Fuck that shit. You know, like, I like the ghetto shit. I usually do some, homemade silly shit. Like, I already showed you the SoundCloud shit. Yeah, see? I wore that. No one knew what the hell it was. I'm like, motherfucker, you can see it says SoundCloud right on it. It's obviously, I'm obviously the ghost of SoundCloud. You know, I'm like, the point is that it didn't cost me a dime to make that very impressive ghetto-ass costume. You see how nice it looks? But you'd be surprised how some of this costume shit costs. Even just to order. I'm not talking about even making it. I remember wanting to be Kavaro from Game of Thrones for Halloween. Like, that's one of the few characters I could pull off. Like, oh, I could, look similar, right? But look at this shit. $139 for this? Fuck that shit. I'm dressing up as the ghost of SoundCloud shit. Thinking of that shit, I really like the idea of merging characters and having them as the Halloween costumes. Like, that's one of the best ideas. Think of a Captain Jack Phillips or Danny Falcon. It's like, imagine the costume. It would be cool as hell. Because people would know what the hell it was, and they're like, oh, there's a new spin on that. Oh, but anyway, here's an idea for someone, right? Combine Old Knight from the OA with the character of All Might from My Hero Academia. You would end up getting Old McKnight. Yeah? No? Fuck. Or, I mean, I guess you could call it Old Might or All Night. Either way, I could have been the first person on the planet to do this, but fuck it. I gave you the idea. Credit me, motherfucker. Shit. Halloween with a girlfriend is lame as fuck. In fact, let's be honest. Halloween is maybe the only holiday that's better if you're single. You can do whatever you want. I'm getting lit and drinking rum and coke from beautiful white titties while a Post Malone song is in the background. Can you do that if you're in a relationship? No. At least not in front of anyone else, unless you're weirdos on some different shit. But I have no obligation to anyone. So if I'm drinking rum and coke from her beautiful white titties, it's not like I promised another woman to not drink coke and rum from someone else's white titties. But anyway, it's like, what are these couples gonna do at these parties? I don't understand. Like, you're gonna be laid back and shit because you have to be respectful of each other and shit. Like, like, the poor dude can't even look in the direction of another woman. Or this girlfriend is slapping him with at least 20% of the one for all quirk. Fuck that getting slapped shit. And let me have my rum and coke shit. Another downside to having a girlfriend for Halloween is, this motherfucker wants you to be in some matching couple costume about shit that you don't care about. You want to dress up as characters from Pride and Prejudice? I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Are there any hood motherfuckers in that book? I think not. It's not a good fit. And to go off that point at the same time, your girlfriend will want you to be some random black ass character. Like, fuck. Like, come on. You think I'm that dark? I'm light skinned. Why do I have to be a character that's 40 shades darker than me? This is the one drop costume arrangement role. Like, okay, I'm joking. It's no big deal. I'm not sensitive. I don't care. It's a costume. Who gives a shit? That's exactly what you'll say if she says she'll put out if you go through with a costume shit. Alright, the club life shit is still new to me. I mean, I prefer house parties, but that clubbing shit is crazy on Halloween. So your boy dances with white chicks, loves to dance with white chicks. I mean, literally, dancing in this case. But anyway, let me tell you, I have this group of friends from college. It's, 7 of us. It was 5 dudes, 2 girls. Well, we went to this club, and this place was supposed to be this dance club. It wasn't playing some trap shit specifically, but it has some stuff that was trap. You know, the that type of shit. I can dance to that shit. But I'm someone that can't really dance to some EDM, where it's like, that type of shit, with the hums and shit, But it's like, can I still milli rock to this shit? What do I do? Like, does it work? But whatever. But hey, white chicks would go to this place, and that's more than enough reason for me to end up going. And I know people know what club it is based on that alone. But let me tell you this. Well, we're in there, it's crowded, and everyone's close together because it's Halloween weekend. It's the weekend before Halloween, because, that's what we did. It's as full as it can be. We're in this cluster of people in a group. It's like, still most of 7 of us. I think a few of us may have been scattered a little bit. But we were still next to everybody else in this club. Like a little bit more than shoulder width apart, but it was really crowded. Point is, it was full as it could be. To finally get to the point of telling you this, there was this beautiful white chick that was like in this bumblebee costume that had the antennas, and she had these gray yoga pants, right? And she was really cute. I mean, she was fine as hell. So this girl with the antenna is like right in front of me when I turn away with a squad. Well, anyway, she's dancing, and well, to say it quite bluntly, her butt hits my leg, and I'm like, oh shit. And she didn't say shit or react. So I'm like, okay, all right, let me just stand here and wait and see what happens. I'm not going to move at all. I'm just going to stand here, I'm just trying to see if this was intentional. She's dancing and it looks corny as, it does look corny. It's whatever. But then she like hits me again with the ass. And I'm like trying to play stupid. So I'm like, I can't use the same ghetto ass voice I usually am using right now, so I gotta have oh my bad, I didn't mean to get in your way. With the fuckboy tone, I gotta do that shit. And she's like, that's okay, ha ha ha, with the fucking laugh and shit. So I'm like, okay, shit, well if that's the case then, and then she jumps back and she's all in my shit and we're like, oh shit. And we're grinding, and it's like, oh shit, her shit. Not to get graphic, but, I know you motherfuckers don't care. She was beautiful. This shit, you just fucking... real nice. So after that, it's like, security. Fucking security. Right? She was joking, and she was like, okay. And I was like, oh, I gotta small you up, right? So I was like, oh yeah, small them up. Okay, so here's some context, because I'm sure some of you don't know what the fuck a small up is, but whatever. Anyway, it's a certain type of handshake, okay? Here's an example of motherfuckers doing the shit. So yes, instead of hugging motherfuckers, like you're actually supposed to do, I smalled the motherfucker up. And of course she knew how to do it. It's probably proof that she's fucked black dude. And it's like, I see them grabbing arm. The security's looking at me. And like, they look, oh, is this suspicious? I'm like, bro, I just smalled them up. Calm down. Like, because I think they think, oh, you're like, of course, like I would be that motherfucker they assume is trying to pass along some contraband or some shit. No. Like, what the fuck? I'm one of the... As much as I play around like I'm this ghetto, like, hood motherfucker, I am one of the fucking corniest dudes out here. But whatever. After that, I look... Oh, I'm going to my friends like, bro, did you see that? Did you see how did you see me dancing, bro? And it was like, all right, calm down, bro. Calm down. I'm like, what do you mean calm down? It was like, what? Yeah, that was you? I was like, did you see that shit? You were right fucking there. How would you... It was like, oh, well, I didn't really see much. Get the fuck out of there! How did you miss it? I was right there, and it was like, I don't know, guys. Like, that was bullshit. It used to be that the Charlie Brown Halloween special played one damn time a year, and that was it. Like, your mom would force you to watch it as some tradition and shit, and she would record it with her DVD recorder, and the shit that she had, like, 44 different discs of it, and, like, she would still beg you to watch it with her while she was recording it anyway. And the disc never got watched in the first place. So what was the point of even recording? Well, anyway. Well, now, 2019, that shit is played, like, 5 times the past week? This shit was on 2 Saturdays ago. I mean, I don't even watch TV anyway. But do you still have to see Linus getting called out by Sally every 3 seconds? Shit.
And your broke ass still ain't did shit. While you running around talking motherfucking shit, don't worry about me. Find you a bitch that ain't gotta upgrade you, that you can actually upgrade. Ain't you about to get kicked out soon? When the fuck is that motherfucking warrant finna hit that motherfucking door, ho? You never know what the next bitch know about you. I just don't give a fuck.
Halloween college house parties are hit or miss. I already said that in the last one, but I don't care. This one was boring as fuck. All it was, we were just sitting down. Nothing was happening. No one was saying shit. It's just a house full of nothing happening. I mean, they had a subwoofer that was loud as hell, but besides that, no one was making a damn sound. And then anyway, all of a sudden, this one dude starts kissing this one girl at the party, and this shit is disgusting. You know, they're smooshing and shit, and this shit is lasting for a good fucking 2 minutes, and it's like no one else is saying shit. We're like they're just looking at them kissing, and like this shit is disgusting. I don't want to see that shit. And I know I just got done talking about drinking rum and coke from a white chick's titty in front of everyone, but hey, this is different because this actually happened. But seriously, you don't think your boy Dances would be as trifling enough to do that shit in other people's face, you know? I'm not like that. Or am I? You know, why can't motherfuckers make a day off after Halloween so no matter what day of the week it falls on, it can be celebrated like it should? No one would have to worry about doing shit the next day. They would be willing to engage in the holiday, buy shit for the holiday, all that, if they had off the next day. That would be great. But I know there's some people that will be like, oh, not having work really sets us back, so we can't afford not to be working. And those same fuckers don't do shit anyway. Shut the fuck up. Since Halloween landed on a Thursday this year, this had motherfuckers out there celebrating it early as shit. I mean, the Saturday before was 5 days before the actual holiday. And some motherfuckers celebrated Friday. It's like, damn, by the time it's actually Halloween, people are saying, oh, that was last week. What the fuck are you talking about? How the hell am I late for celebrating the day of the damn holiday? Because it's on a Thursday, shit is fucked. It's also a shame because Halloween was so close to falling on a Friday this year. It's right there. Friday is a very convenient, like Friday nights, that would be a very convenient time to celebrate a Halloween. Very, but get used to this shit. Because it's not going to fall on Friday again until 2025. We're all going to be old as fuck by that time. Shit. But hey, look at the bright side. I probably will be done with the OA spoiler review by that time, right? Or maybe I shouldn't make promises. I know people get a lot of shit for celebrating Halloween after Halloween. But at the same time, this really isn't that big of a deal. Because think about it. Hood motherfucker time is 6 hours later anyway. So if you want a motherfucker to be somewhere at 8 p.m., you actually have to say, hey, this motherfucker needs to be here at 2, okay? So, but if you just say, oh, come here 8 p.m., that motherfucker is going to show up at motherfucking 2 a.m. the next day, okay? But hey, you're still going to be going and drinking up that time anyway, and it's going to be November 1st while you're doing it. So technically, you're celebrating it after Halloween too, so I'm right, huh, bitch? It's October 31st, meaning you need hand sanitizer on you at all times because you're imminent to get a damn cold. I mean, the second it turns the 31st, you get a cold. Like, look, that makes sense if you were a kid that was trick-or-treating to get a cold from all the motherfuckers that were touching the candy and shit. He's like, ugh. But how do you, as a grown motherfucker that isn't around anyone else that's, disgusting and everything, like how are you getting a cold? Like, what? I don't understand this. I think you can hear my shit in my voice, bro. Fuck. It was drinking that damn rum and coke from them titties. Sorry, I know that's annoying. White titties, needed to specify. Don't you hate when it's Halloween and a motherfucker, they're making a video about it again. Like, they made a Halloween video about some shit last year, and, it wasn't anywhere near over 18 minutes like this shit is right now. It was like thinking, hey, just end this shit quickly so we get over with it, But they're still talking. It's like shut the fuck up, and say happy Halloween, thank you for watching, and all that shit. Just say that, just say that and end it. But they just won't stop talking. Yeah, don't you hate that shit? Yeah, let's be honest, that is getting really old. And he was like, maybe since it's volume 2, I would be doing something else besides that last point with it. But then I said, fuck it, I'm lazy.
If that motherfucking status touched you so much, bitch, go home, feed your kids, put the drink down with your beer belly having it, okay? And worry about your kids, okay? Again, since you want to pass motherfucking messages when I just told your monkey ass I wasn't talking to you, cause bitch, it wasn't nothing about you, I don't give a fuck about you. Don't worry, I'm self-motherfucking made more than